Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show. And of course, we were speaking of the death and the motorcycles and the safety. I'm recommending to everyone who rides motorcycles, please make sure you have ample amount of lights so that you can do as much as you can.
You can see the front end even.
Front end, you've got a real good lighting system on, and then the back end. And Tim, I was telling you that Tim Heinsohn had set this bike, the motorcycle, without the trike I'd purchased from him. And when you press on the brakes, it has a brake lights that shift back and forth. Right. They flash in front of you. Another little warning system for someone that's following you, maybe following you a little too close. But anyhow.
But we're showing all those bikes at the funeral yesterday.
And then
you can see in the background a little one that's taller, the black there, and this is what they were using.
And you said
over at Pellerin Funeral Home, I think, is who provides that hearse.
Yeah, I'm sure you can rent that for your funeral services. And that seems to all be one unit. Is that what
it's a trike with the hitch on the back, and the hearse part is just a two-wheel
and it's got the same kind of wheels, if you notice, wheels on them. And I had seen one before, but I had not seen this one, I don't think. The one I saw was at possibly when I went to Sturgis. That was one on display.
And my understanding is it was one of the members of the Pellerin family that actually drove it here to Opelousas to use for the funeral and all.
Ray Pellerin. Good morning, Ray. I met Ray through the life insurance, Pellerin Life Insurance Company. They have a very large organization over in New Iberia with a number of funeral homes in Acadiana. And Ray and his family do a great job.
Come on back to us, Mark. Let's hit a couple of things going on too, I guess, just to make sure we get plenty of stuff covered here. We got the High Tea coming up in Washington. That's this Sunday, October the 28th. High Tea at 2 p.m. at the Wolf Banquet and Reception Hall. Tickets are $35 a person. You can call for tickets at 826-7337 or go to Ardoin's Grocery or Sebastian Jewelry's store or any club member of the Washington Garden Club. And the host is going to be Iggy Castillo. Going to be seated by tuxedoed servers. And we've also got what I wanted to hit. I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead.
Little Jay, what the little ant?
The little ant.
The little ant, Gautier, is shown with his father. Usually most pictures show Jay and his father, Jody Gautier. And they recently won the 38th annual National PAL Boxing Championship, which is very, very well known and very, the 38th, tells you how long it's been around. And Everlast, who has the gloves and the ring stuff and the shorts and shirts and belts and all that. And this championship was in Toledo, Ohio. So I mean,
soldier ant, that's what they call it.
Soldier ant. And this little soldier ant is, you look at the maturity in his face. Of course, we've been talking about him now for maybe 4 years. And during that time, he's won 13 national championship belts. And so with the Olympics coming up in what, 2016?
I think so.
Could be a good hopefully
be the right age.
The right age. He'll have the maturity, and by then he'll probably be about 125, 135 pounds lightweight, according to what he shows here. But I was just excited to see how much he's matured in this picture from the last few. Getting to be a little man, that's right.
November the 11th, there'll be a celebration of Veterans Day over at St. Landry Catholic Church for the 10 a.m. Mass. The Robertson Lewis VFW Post is going to be involved with their auxiliary. American Legion Post 45 and 514 will be involved with their auxiliaries. And they'll have a ceremony after the Mass in front of the Father LaFleur Monument. I want to remind everybody that's in the military, I want to support our military. It's the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. So it's kind of an important one to come out. And, you know, because those men that came back from Vietnam did not get the hero's welcome like all the other wars that we've had. It's a good time. It's better late than never. Go out there and show your support for all those men.
Voters begin heading to the polls on Tuesday of this week. Absentee voting, as we used to call it, now they call it early voting, because you don't have to, in the past, you maybe didn't want to do it because you really weren't going out of town. Well, they've eliminated that so-called requirement. They wouldn't follow up on it, so they made it legal that now it's early voting, and it started on Tuesday, and it's from about 8:30 in the morning till 6 o'clock each day through Saturday, and then through next Tuesday.
They'll take Sunday off. Is the only day they'll take off from here all the way to next Tuesday. And the lines are kind of long, so you know, be prepared. But the best way to be prepared is have some type of good identity. Photo ID.
Photo ID, and you can pick it up at the sheriff's office, it says.
Your driver's license is fine.
Driver's license is fine.
Student ID is fine.
And, yeah, student ID, and even your employer, like the hospital has, everybody has an ID that works there. It's not that tough, in other words. They're not trying to keep anybody in Louisiana so far. Now they're talking about this, was it 2013, when the bigger, more thorough ID is supposedly law. But anyhow, it's easy to go vote. There's no reason we shouldn't all vote, and early voting is a good way to make sure that your vote is in the machine. And there's several other items on the ballot, so prepare yourself before you go. There's a lot.
Other than what? What people are voting on? What's the big thing?
Well, in Krotz Springs, there's an alderman at large.
And there's what, the president's race?
Well, the president's race, although our votes, nobody comes to here to ask for our votes because for some reason, I don't know. But let's not get into that, because that's but it's a shame that only about 4 or 5 states are really being worked hard by both candidates, not one candidate, both of them. I mean, they just in and out of there. The people are going to be tired, won't go vote. They've been
they get mad.
Harassed almost to the extent of harassment. I'm sorry.
I like them both ways.
Well, I still like the old harassment, but anyhow.
But go vote, yes.
Go vote.
Constitutional amendments are out there as well. The par.com or par.org has the amendments all broken down, so you can take a look at it.
And in the congressional race here in St. Landry Parish, we have 3 congressional districts now.
So what you might have voted for before might not be the same district this time.
Only the southern part, the Cankton area south to our southern part of the St. Landry Parish are in Congressman Bustani, and a little bit of section around Orneville area is in Bustani and Landry's districts. Landry has been placed against incumbent Bustani here, and in our area, the rest of the parish is divided kind of north and south, east and west.
I'm the guy up north from my district. I can't remember his name off the top of my
they're
head.
both up north.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Both
that's true, because they drew them down instead of across.
Anyhow, I don't even, our congressman, I don't know if he has opposition or not, but he never came down here, to my knowledge, to ask anybody to vote for him. But I'm sure in the future he won't completely forget us. It's a shame that we got cut up into 3 congressional, and we're not that big a parish to start with.
That's
90,000 people.
Politics. St. Landry Abilities is having a fundraiser. They're going to have a raffle. The ticket's only $1 a piece. And St. Landry Abilities is a group that comes together to help cover expenses for families who have a child or a person in it that has a disability. So if you want to get more information, you can call Paulette Bussey. A lot of you know her from around Queen of Angels, 298-7557, or Lacey Polizzola, 351-1332.
What about that beautiful cheesecake that's sitting on my desk? Didn't you take some pictures of it?
Man, we got it sitting right here. I smell it the whole time. I smell them strawberries. Let me show the picture here. The lady brought us 3 different cheesecakes to try, because that's her specialty, is cheesecake. And I'm going to show you. I
met this lady Saturday morning over at the Palace Cafe. I guess I'm eating breakfast there pretty often when I'm in town on Saturday morning. And the young lady is Stephanie Gilchrist, and she's a chef. And these are just unbelievably beautiful. Look at that.
And I'm going to tell you what they are. A chocolate caramel pecan cheesecake, a strawberry cheesecake with macaroon crunch, and a pumpkin cheesecake she's doing for this time of the year. Great for Thanksgiving meals and all that. And you found out about it. You went to the Palace. She provides the pies. If you want a slice at a time, go by the Palace and get you a slice.
That's correct.
And if you want to get a whole cake, you can contact her at Stephanie at 331-0705. There you go. Cake
and it really just beautiful, and I can't wait. And she said that they were mine, but I'll share a little bit with you. Not too much. No, don't you dare.
I was trying to get a little taste. They look good.
Just to show you, we prepared as soon as the show is over. We prepared to eat some of it. I'm not worried about lunch. This will be my lunch today.
LAC Group, all your home health care needs. LAC Group can help you.
Thank you, Stephanie.
With the therapists, with the nurses, with the equipment you need, from the lift chairs to the special beds, oxygen, all that type of gear. They can help you all throughout the United States. All about helping people. And speaking of all about helping people, we got a nice note from Ms. Ginger Mars, who's heading up the Go Red for Women campaign for the American Heart Association, that they're going to have a martini social on November the 1st, 2012, over at on 121 Thibodeau Drive in Lafayette. It's going to be hosted by Dr. and Mrs. Rhoda Dearman over at their home. If you want to be part of the movement,
give them the reason why.
Well, because Miss Kathy Entis is also one of the hosts. Her husband, Dr. Entis, had passed away from heart trouble. So we're trying to help promote this, and if you can do anything, I know some of the members you might know, Troy Hebert, Dr. John Patterson, Dr. Nick Cavros, Don Stelly, and Keith Myers are all involved. Just trying to get the word out. They're trying to start a group, what they call the Red Tie Society.
I've got that check. That check's going to
expire before it goes bad.
That's right, before it goes stale on us. Ginger and Keith, I have it. Quarter horse racing has returned to Evangeline Downs. You don't see a whole lot of advertising on it, but I know a lot of you that watch the program also love the horse racing industry, and these quarter horses are a lot of fun to watch, and you know, give a little support to our local economy at the same time. Quarter horse racing, Wednesday through Saturday evenings.
Rotary Club auction is going to be next Tuesday. That's October the 30th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can go to the website to see some of the items that we have for preview, but remember, it's not going to be at KDCG Studios here in Opelousas. It's going to be the Delta Media Studios in Karen Crow, and what we call the Old Angels restaurant is that building there. If you go there, that's where the whole auction is going to be done, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Basically across the street from Préjean's
restaurant. Watch on your local KDCG television to see it.
Another death that took place is Gregory Eugene Durio.
20 seconds, just to let you know.
Oh,
we're right up against the half hour.
Oh, well, okay, then we'll
come back to that.
Get that.
We're going to see you folks on TV and radio in about 1 minute.